flip this around. Hey, how's it going? Who do we got here? See, someone's hanging out. I just put up my little, unfolding my mini tripod here because I don't have my big tripod here. So this is what we're gonna use today. And, oh, I didn't grab my microphone, but I think sound levels are pretty good. There's some construction down the road, but if it's not too loud, let me know. Sorry, it's gonna wiggle while I put you on the tripod. There we go. Allison, hello. Long time no see, huh? So look at this. Look at this big old bucket of rocks. It's a whole 5-gallon bucket loaded with some amazing rocks, including this really cool sphere, this calcite sphere he made and gave to me. That calcite is stunning. So he's gonna be, and he also 3D prints the stands. Huh, claim bucket at 20. Yeah, Slim, sorry about that. But see this here? This is petrified redwood tree. And this one slab sells for 114 is what he had it at. He sells it by the gram. This is literally redwood forest petrified wood. The stuff you can't get anymore. This is, yeah. Snowflake obsidian, got some chunks of that. We've got hydrothermal calcite that forms in a hydrothermal volcanic vent, and it's just bacony. Look at that. Yeah, we've got some big slabs of the snowflake obsidian. Try and stabilize y'all on my knee here. Yeah, snowflake, he's got tons of that. This is aragonite. A lot of you know what aragonite crystals look like. Well, here's the aragonite stone without the crystal top. There's a big chunk of aragonite. And there's also, this is also aragonite, but orange aragonite. Stain in my hand already. We've got some petrified wood here. This is a little more of that very nice petrified wood. Hey, Gems. So let's see, we've got Gems, we've got Allison, we got Slim. Hello all. Hey, Wild Heart, how's it going? Got some Dugway geodes. Let's see, let me adjust the camera a little bit here and try and get a better focus on this one. It's full of mud in the bottom, but it's got a lot of nice crystals, little crystal points in there. Looks like that one came loose. Yeah. So yeah, so far we've looked at snowflake obsidian, some petrified wood, some aragonite, some big chunks of aragonite here. Hey, Jeff. We've got a big chunk of hydrothermal vein calcite. This stuff really actually cabs nicely. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm a little shaky holding this. This one I sliced up while I was there. Got some slabs out of this. Some little agate up in there. It's hit or miss, Wild Heart. Some of it cabs really well. Actually, in a video that I'll have coming out in the next 2 days, I made a video at this guy's house this morning, and he makes spheres out of this, and he's got some beautiful spheres of the aragonite. So yeah, this type actually cabs really well. And yes, Jeff, I will show the UV. I've got the UV out here and some other lights. I've also got the Geiger counter. The Dugway geodes are spicy on the Geiger counter. I tested them yesterday, and that will be in the video that's coming out. So the Dugway geodes are a little bit radioactive, which is kind of fun and exciting. We've got slices of, now believe it or not, this one might be the sodalite, but there's blue marble in Utah. And for those who don't know, Utah's actually got a bunch of types of marble, which we'll get to in the bucket down there, but There's actually blue marble in Utah, and it's crazy. It looks like sodalite. This is the bacon. This is that root beer. Sorry, not bacon. This is root beer agate. Hello, Jenny. Welcome in, welcome in. In fact, this might be the blue marble. It's pretty solid to be sodalite. Oh, here's some blue marble. So yeah, that's the blue marble. And Utah has a lot of that, so. Ooh, come here. Gorgeous. So my thing right now is I don't have supplies or anything set up to do a sale at the moment. I didn't go get boxes. This is going to be for sale though. Yes, this is all going to be for sale. Wait, hold on. No idea how to tell if it's marble. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure either. People just told me it was blue marble and I just went with it because that's what I was told. This was mahogany obsidian. Nice chunk of mahogany obsidian. This is zebra marble. This is another type of Utah marble they call zebra marble. That's good for big cabs or pendants, or just as a wild display. Also makes good spheres. We've got, let's see, oh, opalized wood. This one is opalized petrified wood, and it is gorgeous. Yeah, what is it you're wanting to claim? As a Patreon member, you get first dibs. Don't ever forget that. You and Jeff get first dibs on things being Patreon members. So if there's something I'm going through that you really like, you are more than welcome to tell me before it goes for sale. Yeah, I was gonna try and maybe cab these two. I'm gonna cab, but these two will be available. So if you want like that big thin one, that's good for intarsia or thin pieces. It's kind of thick on one end and thin on the other. But that one, or this one with the white stripes, those were gonna be available for sale. And these two I'm gonna cab. All the blue. Yeah, let's see what else is in here. Try to get this paper towel out of the way. Oh, so that's another slab. You want snowflake, Jeff? Okay. Are you wanting like a slab of it? Do you want the big slab for display? Pretty much everything's for sale. What I don't sell, I might cab, but virtually everything here is for sale. This one, this is one of the few that's not for sale right off the bat. I'm gonna cut this up, but this is a huge chunk of petrified wood. Look at the flow in there. This one just has some insane depth to it. And it's a big piece. That's a quartz chalcedony, but I'm gonna chop this one up and we're gonna make a bunch of cabochons out of this. I'm gonna put this in the big saw at the club. And yeah, I'll chop that one up. That's what this is too. I'm burning a hole. So this is that big piece of, you cannot mine it anymore. This is the redwood tree. Okay, now here we're getting to the really good stuff. This is super rare. Unless I've already told you in the chat, do not say what this is. Like if I've told you in Discord, but can anyone guess what this is that wasn't told by me? I'll show you another piece here. Where's that other piece? Here. So, believe it or not, these two are the same rock. You get about 100 different patterns in them. These are a very rare stone out of southern Utah, and I will tell you right now, Piece this size goes for about 30 bucks. Piece for this size goes about 50, 60, especially with purple. So this is actually the famous Indian blanket jasper. If you've ever heard of Indian blanket jasper from southern Utah, this is it. Some of it gets actual patterns. It looks like a woven Native American blanket. And yes, you know, Indian is not so much a term we use anymore. You want it, Wild Heart? Okay, you want the big one? I'm gonna get more from this, but it's expensive. I'm gonna get a few pounds of this to Cab, but it's the most expensive rock he has. He's gonna make me a couple spheres of it, and we're gonna look for some pieces like this to make spheres out of. But honestly, a sphere out of this material is like gonna be crazy expensive. Oh, Jeff, do you want this one, Jeff? I have two more. You can also wait. I have two more at the bottom of the bucket, so when we get down there, I'll show you. Okay. Oh, now this one's amazing. Look at that limb cast. Both ends show weird patterns. Hold on. This one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice one or two cabs off. I'm gonna slice the bottom, see if there's any agate in here. If there is, I might cut it to get a couple cabs, but then I was just gonna leave the rest like that. And then the bottom will be flat so it can stand. It's a little wobbly right now. The uneven ends, it doesn't stand too well and it's all wobbly. So I figured if I just take like this much off the end to get like one, maybe two cabs, then it'll have a nice flat bottom. It'll be like that much of the limb cast will just stand there. That is a central Utah limb cast. It could be filled with opal. It's heavy. What's really nuts is this one is heavier than... Now it's about the same weight as this one actually, but marble's heavy. Petrified wood should not be this heavy. I wish I had a scale to show y'all, but this one's pretty crazy. Wild Heart, yeah, let me cut into it and see what's in there, and then we can talk for sure. But this one's pretty wild. I mean, honestly, he said he thinks it's petrified wood. We didn't really even look at it. I don't think it's bone, it's just too heavy. Yeah, I think it's petrified wood. It's got a really good wood grain texture in it. Okay, let's get into some other goodies here. Ooh, Spectralite. I'm gonna cab this one. This one's not claimable at the moment. I'm going to cab it and potentially put this cab on my website. That needs to finally open. Oh my gosh, I've been so bad about just putting my website up. And it's got eyes. Look at that. It's an eye. That one's got a pupil in it. Kind of a face in that a little bit. But yeah, Spectralite, awesome. Yeah, I wasn't all set up for sale today. I just really wanted to show you guys this stuff, and then I'll go get all the stuff I need to set up for sale. We can maybe even do that tonight. Maybe I'll have the live sale tonight. This is more of the root beer agate, same as this big one, but this is the light colored stuff. They call it the froth. So that's the root beer, and then this is the froth of the root beer. It's the foamy head. Named Chris Rufo? What? Oh man, I don't like that. Rufo was like... Rufo and Rufus were kind of names that were out there, but Rufo Tris is unique. I made up Rufo Tris, and I was the only one out there, and if people start stealing that, I'm gonna get annoyed. Dugway Purple Chalcedony. This is a Dugway geode with some purple in it. Look at it, it's like a flower, like a spiral. So this one, oops. This is one we'll definitely show in the blacklight, because the Dugway geodes are, yeah, stunning. That's the perfect word for it. Oops, this one was on my lap, I forgot. Okay, so this one I cut up today. I'll try and show you. Light coming through it somewhat. That's a beautiful material. I got a few slabs of that I cut up today. Let's see. Ooh, black wood, black opalized wood. So this one's petrified wood from the western side of Utah. It's got opal and agate. Opalized agate wood. Beautiful. We better get going through this. Look at this bucket. I still got so much to go through here. Oh, let's get out something crazy. Jeff, are you here? I'm sure you haven't gone anywhere. Septarian nodule. That is a septarian nodule, unopened. But for sure, a septarian nodule. That thing is gonna have all sorts of amazing color in it. It's gonna cut nice. Cut right down the center on that one. Have a big chunk. He also makes slabs of the septarian nodules and spheres. He made a couple planets of the septarians, and that'll be in tomorrow's video as well. Some more Dugway. Here's a big Dugway geode. This one's for Tyler. The couple of these were picked out specifically for Tyler. Wait, which one? Did you? You're claiming the septarian? But we got a bunch of Dugway geodes in here. Some are going to Tyler. Oh, that's a thunder egg. So we've got geodes and thunder eggs in here. I'm going to crack some. Tyler's going to crack some. You can see we've got a handful. Little Dugway geodes. Oh, that's another Lucky Strike thunder egg. So we got a couple Lucky Strike thunder eggs. Oh, it's a rattler. Hold on, let me hold it next to the camera. Tell me if you can hear it. Oh, could you guys hear that? I'm sitting there shaking it next to the camera. It's got a good rattle in it. I'm sitting here trying to shake it next to the lens. Oh, now there's a car going by, hold on. Yeah, I can hear it. So that one that's a thunder egg's actually hollow. You don't, and this is a Lucky Strike thunder egg, so it's actually a thunder egg geode. Yeah, you can hear some rattles in there. Crazy. Oh, here's a septarian nodule chunk. That's one he cut a sphere out of. He cut the septarian nodule up so that he could get a sphere. And this is what's left. Just a little end cut here. But still can get some maybe cabs out of it or something. Oh, what's next? This one is some blood agate, some sort of red flowy agate. A little bit of purple in there. This one will slab up nice. This one I think I'm gonna slab up and we'll sell some slabs and cabs. You'll take the rattle egg? Okay, let's set that in a Jeff pile. All right, Jeff pile. Big piece of calcite display. I don't know if someone wants that, like $5. It's just, you can kind of see the banding. But just a big chunk of calcite. That'll be like $5. More of that purple. Purple and red agate. Really red. Oh, these ones. Okay, so here's more. You got it, Jeff. So this one, oh, it's still got some saw mud on it. Hold on. So let me get a little water. Show you guys this because this is more of that very rare old stock petrified forest stuff. This is from where it's now illegal to collect in the petrified forest. but back when everyone was collecting out there a long time ago. So this is southern Utah petrified forest wood. Whoopsies, sorry. Dropped my camera. Okay, got that cleaned off a little bit. Trying to show you here. So that one piece sells for 30. Just because you can't get it anymore. You can no longer get the petrified forest wood off of these old claims. Here's another one that's 35. Let me try and wipe that one off too. Yeah, Jenny, I will with what I can. Pretty much everything here is from Utah. The only items that are not from Utah are the Lucky Strike Thunder eggs. And actually, I think that was it. I think he said everything else was from Utah. Yeah, every single thing here is from Utah. Okay, now here we get into some of the wild Dugways. This one's got a little bit of 2-baggot growth in there. Funky botryoidal. Weird crystal growth. This one, though, is just a chunk of it. Not the whole geode. There's not another half. But it's very green in the UV. So we'll get out the black light soon here and we'll look in the UV. Oh, hold on. I just realized I'm not on live chat. It's not a busy enough chat that it should matter. Yes, there are a lot of different types of septarians. These septarians here, I believe, come from southern Utah. I believe he said... Oh, you know what? I will get a location from him and let you guys know for sure. But I think all of his septarians came off a claim. Hold on. Are you not... Claim big piece if possible? Yeah, let me see. Sorry, so I'm in the sunlight. So let me try and show y'all what I'm working with here. I'm sitting here, half in the sunlight, half in the shadow right here. And I keep holding my phone just in the light to look into the bucket and stuff. But I'm like, back and forth with my glasses on, trying to look at the screen, have a big reflection on the screen, and just having a hard time seeing the chat. So I do apologize for anything I'm missing. Just repeat it. Don't be afraid to repeat it at me. But yeah, if you want a big piece of petrified wood and or limb cast, I gotcha. Here's one for you. Okay. Here you go. This is some really good wood. In fact, let me get it wet. One sec, I'm grabbing my water. We're gonna get this one wet. Sorry. I'm right next to a parking garage. Agatized and opalized. Look at that, it's got black opal. Agatized, opalized, red and black wood. Do you want that one? Look at that agate right there. Yeah, Angie, indeed. It's gorgeous. Nice agate there, too. Oh, look at the color. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys that. Do you see the wood grain? Look at that. You can see the wood grain in it. Oh. Yeah, you got it. We'll talk Wild Heart. This one is from kind of central Utah. It's a location I cannot give out. This one is a secret private claim. We don't want people going out there. But I will do a video out there this next year when I come back to visit next time. I've actually got a video coming out tomorrow that'll show a little more of that and some other ones that we got. Man, I love being back in Utah. It's so great to be home. see these rocks. This is calcite. This is the one they called onyx. It's not really onyx, but it comes from the same claim as the root beer agate. So the root beer and the calcite, these ones come from the same spot. So a few of those will be for sale. Let's see. Yeah, no rain today. We get rain every afternoon, so check it out. Right now, clear, beautiful skies, right? Every afternoon, though, from right there, thunder clouds start to build up, and huge thunder clouds come this way. Every single night. Yeah, Angie, I'm in Utah right now. While I'm not going to be selling any dino bone at the moment, I do have dino bone, and I will have some Utah dino bone for sale very soon here. We just have to kind of handle a few things with some claims first. The guy I was talking to, he's doing some stuff with claims, but I've got another friend out here in southern Utah. I haven't talked to him for a little while, but he was looking at getting a new claim that has dino bone. And so... No, Angie, no. I'm just here visiting family. Unfortunately, my aunt... I don't know. If you remember, I came out here last year as well. Not that long ago, and it's for the same reason. Unfortunately, I'm here because my aunt is dying. We'll try not to tear up here. They gave her about 2 weeks left to live. So, I am out here to see my favorite aunt in the world. Shit. Yeah, anyway. So, love her to death. She means a lot to me. So this was kind of just a nice way for me to escape from the sadness for a moment and share this with y'all. So here's more of that Indian blanket, Jasper. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate y'all. It's been very emotional for me. It's been a pretty wild ride. On the upside. So let me take a little break here from showing rocks because my hand is like getting tired. I'm sitting here holding that camera with one hand and trying to grab rocks with the other hand and getting a little tired there. So getting shaky too. Yeah, it is unfortunate that that's why I came out here. My partner's not with me. She's back in New York, still working. So I did come out alone. And it's been kind of hard to, be out here because you're... I mean, I'm not the one facing death. It's my aunt. And it is unfortunate for her, but it is those who live who have the worst pain, as they say. And she's actually at this very moment while we're talking, looking at her grave plot. She's on her way to the cemetery right now to pick out her grave plot, which is just so surreal to think about doing that. But I'm gonna go see her in about 3 hours here. So once she's done with some stuff today, I'm going out there and gonna relax with her, have some dinner today and tomorrow and again Saturday, and then fly back home late Saturday night. But I'm gonna spend a few days with her while I'm here. Ooh, big old wasp. Anyway, sorry, let me see what I missed in chat here. Yeah, exactly. Healthy way of distraction with some pretty rocks, some great friends, great community that I get to come chat with. All around, you guys are awesome. You brighten my day if I'm having a bad time. I'm not one to try and usually talk about my feelings on my YouTube. I'm just always that happy guy, I just always want to be here smiling, showing my happy side, which is who I am. I'm pretty much always happy. I mean, obviously, I was just crying 2 seconds ago, and now I'm still sad, but I'm a happy guy, and I can instantly kind of turn the emotions around and just try and look at the positive and, I've got all you great people, I've got my family here, I've got a lot of people who love me, and death is unfortunate, but it is, part of the world, part of life. So, you just gotta roll with the punches, as they say, and not let things get you down too much. Let's see what I missed in chat here. I know I missed a lot. Yeah. Yep, and indeed, Angie, that's the real important part. Get to come see family, hang out. Starbucks tea. It is mango dragon fruit refresher. It looks like tea, but that's because I don't get the color in it, and I don't add water. It's really mango dragon fruit, no water, no fruit. And it's just delicious. Pure sugary caffeine. Anyway, let's flip this around. Look at some more of these Dugways. Because look at this one, it's got like a flower in it. Chalcedony flower is what I've been calling that. And then we're not even done. So look, like I've got all that bucket I'm going through, right? And all those rocks, but there's still all this that I haven't shown y'all. There's a whole bucket, colander here full of wonderstone and all the agates and fossils that I picked up off my dad's property. And then this one's full of amazing Utah tumbles. This box is all local Utah tumbles. And it's everything from mahogany obsidian to carnelians. Oops, sorry. Carnelian, mahogany obsidian, agates, jaspers. Ooh, this one's my favorite in here though. This one is a mossy agate. Look at that moss. It's not too often you see blue moss agate with a chunk of jasper in it. Look at that. There's a chunk of jasper in the blue moss agate. Wild. It does, yeah, you know what? It is similar to that one. Yeah, so we got a nice little box of Utah tumbles here as well. The reds. The reds we get in Utah are just so amazing. And this is a bunch of stuff I left in Utah over the last 2 years when I come to visit my mom. Sorry, misspoke. This basket here is all the stuff I collected and left at my mom's house. Okay, so let's show y'all this one. Look at that Dugway. That thing's got some funky growth in it. Look how weird. You know, Angie, I'm not sure about the conglomerate. That one is, you meant this tumbled one, right? Yeah, it's a brecciated jasper agate. Oops, sorry, hold on. I'm trying to adjust here and get a good focus for you. Yeah, it's a brecciated jasp agate. Jagged. Oops. So yeah. I missed something there. Ah, yes, it is very gorgeous. Indeed. Let's see, what's next? Let's do this one. Actually, this one. So this, believe it or not, is opal. This is what they call Utah bacon opal. It is very fragile, it is very brittle, but when you slice it up, it looks like bacon. It's pretty cool. He has a big, like 50+ pound piece of this one. It might have been 60 or more, but he has one massive piece of this and the whole top is covered in angel wing. It's gorgeous. Oh, who likes rubies? Where's my ruby fans? Did y'all know that Utah has ruby and zoisite? Or fuchsite? No, green is zoisite, right? Oh, help me here. Angie, I think you know that one. I think it's zoisite. Yeah, Slim says zoisite. Oh, Angie says fuchsite. Oh, I don't know. But it's got nice rubies. Let's see. Even in the daytime, we might get some UV reaction out of this one. I gotta reach far for my UV. Okay. No. No. Oh, that one a little bit. Oh, that one's really red. Okay. This one I can show you even outside. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, and while I'm looking up here, it just reminded me. I've also got these I forgot about. Okay, Angie says fuchsite. I trust her. Angie knows the rubies. So, it does, okay, thank you, Angie. Perfect. Who can name this? Anyone here can name this purple stone? One of them might be in my next giveaway. I'm thinking this one might be in my next giveaway. It's very expensive, I'll give you a hint. And it's very rare that you see druzy like this. Druzy on this stone is almost unheard of. Out of like hundreds of pounds, this guy's never seen that, like druzy in this stone. It's a famous one. Anyone know the name? I'm just scrolling back up. Allison, I don't know it. Oh, that was good. Seeing if I missed anything else, just trying to scroll up. So, this is the famed Tiffany stone. I don't think my camera's doing it real justice here. It's more purple than I think it looks on the screen. But this is Tiffany. This is that famous Tiffany stone. Everyone likes a little Tiffany. Breakfast at Tiffany's. But don't eat these, please. Like, please, don't eat these. Yeah, gems. So, yeah, and Angie, while I don't have a piece of that in here, I don't think. We do have some to show off tomorrow. This is fluorite. This is fluorite. Crazy. I wish that was Tiffany. But tomorrow or the next day, whenever I get this video out, I will show y'all a couple pounds of the Tiffany like Angie's talking about that has the patterns in it. Oopsies, sorry. Yeah, that's, I'm not big on fluorite. People love it. It is a nice fluorite. It's got some good color. It's not velvet, no. It's actually very sandy. It breaks apart. It's like a very loose conglomerate. This stuff breaks apart a lot. I've got one other piece in here, I think. It's darker. Yeah, this one. This is that same Utah fluorite. Unfortunately, we don't get the cubes. You don't get the big crystal formations in this fluorite. Hi, Mom. Oh, yeah, there's tiny bits of micro druzy. Some of that's water. I did pour water over some rocks and it went into that bucket, so some of those got a little wet. The fluorite's a little lighter color when it's not wet. And then here, okay, so I mentioned there's a big piece of that Indian blanket jasper. This, oh, so amazing. This one is gonna get cabbed up. I'm gonna slice this one up into a bunch of cabs, I think. I mean, it's not gonna be a cheap one. If someone wanted this whole piece, Indian blanket jasper this size would go up to 120, 150 is what I believe he said. It's insane. But we're gonna get more of that from him. He's gonna make some spheres out of it for me, and I'm gonna make some cabs out of it. This is that one I cut today. Oh, Mom, this is the one that he's gonna make the sphere out of the other half for you. I cut some of it up at his house. Jenny, it's actually, so without giving too much information, I'm gonna kind of go into a partnership with this guy. Oh, Utah has chrysocolla. Did you all know that? This is Utah chrysocolla. Yeah. Beautiful light Utah chrysocolla. But this is a guy I'm kind of going into a partnership with. I'm going to be selling rocks for him and for myself. Some material he's going to work into spheres, such as this. This is a big sphere he made and gave to me. And he's going to be making spheres like this for us. He also has ones, three different sizes. This is the biggest one. He also does ones about half this size or a third this size. So, he also 3D prints the stands himself. These stands are really cool. Actually, actually like those stands quite a bit. So, get this set down here and show you. Yeah, very cool. He's gonna make whole planet sets for us. And it'll be all the planets. There's the sun, the calcite will be the sun, and yeah. What is the other piece? Oh, wait, Angie, sorry, I got distracted. Of the one that I cut? Sorry, you said, I'm not sure which one we were talking about. I was showing the chrysocolla and then this one, and you said, what's the other piece? There's another piece of chrysocolla in here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this one. So this is the dark blue chrysocolla. So there's light blue and dark blue. These are both Utah chrysocolla. So basically what we did here is he just gave me a small sampling. He's got 100 different types of stones, but he just gave me a sampling of them here, and then we can sell them. Yeah. Where'd I just set it? Hold on. Yeah, let me show you some detail in that first. So Slim, he does not deal with turquoise. No, turquoise is so expensive. He'd have to buy it. He doesn't have any claims. Almost all of this stuff comes off private claims. So pretty much everything you're seeing here today comes off a private claim, or one of his many private claims in Utah. Yeah, this one's got beautiful color. Oh, yes, Mom. Yes. Sorry. This is the one, Angie, that I sent the other side to my mom. Or not sent the other. This was a very large rock. We broke it up into a few pieces. He's going to make a sphere out of it. But then I also slabbed some of it up here. So that was this material. It's a very beautiful agate. It's mostly reddish with a little bit of yellow, some plumes, and some other stuff in it. It is an unnamed agate. It's just a conglomerate agate with no name, no trade name yet. We could make one up, because again, that's off his claim. So that's one of those things, or not off his. No. Sorry, this is one my mom got. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me rewind on that. Rewind everything I said. This one is not from all of this. All this stuff is from one guy. This is different. I totally misspoke. This is one that my mom got at a free rock giveaway here in Utah. And it's some sort of conglomerate jaspery agate. It's definitely agate. It has banding parts. Let me find, hold on. So some of the slabs that we cut of it, like this, where is it? Right there. Up in the corner has actual agate banding. So there's little pockets of agate in it here and there. Where's the other slice? Here's the other slice. Nope, that's not it either. This is another slice of it, but not the one with agate. There's one that has a nice... Okay, sorry, guys. So what happened? My phone overheated. My screen went black. My phone overheated. My phone shut off. It came back on. I was sitting out in the sun. It's 83 degrees out there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So phone completely overheated. I'm so sorry. I'm back, Angie. Hopefully you see me now. Yeah, we were out there looking at all the rocks, and as you can see, it was in the direct sunlight. And so phone just completely overheated. Yeah, it was a little hot today. So unfortunately, I think we might end the live there because my phone is still 100 plus degrees. Like it's cooking my hand right now. My phone's totally overheating and getting hotter, and I had it plugged in while doing that. Hold it on a bag. Yeah, I just put it in the freezer. I went and threw, as soon as it overheated and it came up and said phone overheating, I went and threw it in the freezer. Left it in there for like 30 seconds, pulled it out, and then it turned back on. But yeah, it was saying, I've never actually got that. It said temperature warning on your phone. So I apologize, everyone. We'll go back out for just 1 minute. We'll look at a few more of the goodies here, and then we'll call it an end to the live, just because I don't want to do that to my poor little phone. So let me put you back on my little tripod here. flip you around. And yeah, we'll look at a few more goodies here, and then yeah, we'll go live again for the actual live sale. So one of the last ones I didn't show y'all is this amazing red, golden red tiger iron. Beautiful golden tiger iron. Ah, nice, Slim. Yeah, if you go live, I'll jump in. Some yellow. Oh, this is the famed yellow cat. Y'all know, you've heard of yellow cat, right? This is yellow cat. It's hard to get yellow cat for good price. Oh, and here we've got another chunk of that wood, $40. These are his prices he wrote on there. This is that old stock. You can no longer get it. Petrified forest in Utah. Let me get that tiger iron wet because the golden sheen in it is beautiful. The golden little glow. It's kind of like golden fire. But it needs a little water to really show it off. Look at that. Yummy asbestos. Oh, it's delicious. I love some asbestos. So he actually has a claim, Slim, that's all serpentinite, and it's beautiful green serpentinite, and he tried to give me a bunch, but I told him I don't really like working asbestos materials, and I took that one just to keep the slab, but I'm not going to work it because, yeah, I don't really mess with those kinds of materials. Yeah, there's that yellow cat, and then, oh, we got another piece of the blanket jasper here. So this, try and get a little zoom. It's another piece of that blanket jasper. With Godzilla in that one, huh? Is that Godzilla? Oh, it's Godzilla. Oh, that's great. Wild Heart, yeah, I only have one piece of that yellow cat, which is that one big piece, actually. Would you prefer a cab, or do you want, like, the actual piece? Or do you want me to make a cab for you out of it? Godzilla eating King Kong. Hold on. Wait, where'd I put it? Where'd that piece just go? Oh, there it is. Munching on him there, yeah. Munching on something. That's great. You want a slab? Yeah, I got you. We'll cut a slab of that for you. So yeah, this is just a, you know, sampling. This one's like a picture stone. So this is the Indian blanket jasper. But depending on how you look at it, this is like a weird kind of hilly, red hills here, and then maybe a sky. Maybe not. That might be a bit of a stretch to call that a picture. But beautiful. Eating Mothra, yeah. And this, believe it or not, is that's also from the Indian blanket stone claim, just without almost any color. It's a very white piece with some lines in it. But from that same place. And then the rest is pretty much just geodes and thunder eggs. We got a couple thunder eggs in here. A couple more geodes. This one's for Tyler. This one does not get claimed. Oops. I picked up a couple with geode cracker in mind. He really likes botryoidals. This one has micro botryoidals. It's a nice color. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to move inside, and then I'm going to get the black light, take it with me, and we'll look at a couple of these in the black light real quick inside. Don't mind my suitcase and stuff. Okay, so let's check out green in those Dugway. I love it. Get a crazy green in there. Actually, let me grab the Geiger counter too. Because my other favorite thing about the Dugways is they're actually radioactive. So let's put this guy right against here and we'll see. Background radiation here is about 11 to 16. And yesterday I tested these at over 70. Let me grab another one to show in the UV while that's counting up. And then tonight, maybe tonight when it'll be cooler, maybe we can do, oh hey, I just saw Charity, thank you for joining the Patreon. I just see we just got a new member. Maybe I shouldn't have outed your name. Sorry if so, you don't have to say who you are here, but if you want to, please feel free to say who you were. I don't know who that might have been. Look at the green in those Dugways. Love them. That one doesn't seem to be very radioactive. Let's try this other one. I didn't mean to. I was gonna say, you just don't have to say anything in chat. But yeah, no, greatly appreciated. I do a little welcome gift. So when you join my Patreon, you'll get a little welcome goodie, which will probably be something out of this stuff today, just to make it fun. We'll give you a little something out of here. Maybe even a Dugway geode. We'll send you a little Utah something. And while you guys are watching this to see if it goes up any higher, let me go grab, oh yeah, I started to click more on this one. I think maybe that one's a little more spicy. It's really weird with the Dugway geodes. Some are definitely more spicy than others. Not really sure why. I love that red moss, Angie. Okay, I was just grabbing a few more things to show in the UV. Now that we're inside. Weirdly, that's not climbing up, but you'll see in my video tomorrow, I put the Geiger counter on his bin of geodes, and it quickly shot up to a very high number. Yeah, Slim, you don't really get much. It's just normal background radiation. My phone has never seemed to actually put out anything that's radioactive, nothing above normal background radiation. So, all evidence would say nothing registers on the Geiger from the phone. Love Ruby. So here's the septarian chunk. You can't even see those bands, and then boom, they just pop up. Invisible bands in the UV. Gotta love septarian nodules. And then some of that petrified wood. That ruby and fuchsite, oh, it's a pretty big piece. I was gonna cab it up. Now the problem is I don't have a scale here. This is one, does often get sold by weight. Angie can weigh in, but I think a piece of ruby and fuchsite this big would usually go around like maybe 30 bucks. I don't know. I've seen some pretty small ones go for a lot, and I've seen some pretty big ones go for a little, so it kind of just depends where you're getting it from and who. And we're a little above background radiation. It's gotten up to 22. It was at 25 for a second, so like I said, background here is normally about 11. Yeah, 30 or 40, yeah. Trying to see what else I missed in chat here. I kept getting up and walking away. No, 18 pounds. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I think Angie's about right, up to like 50 if that was a nice polish up top. Which maybe I won't cab it. I don't know, I was thinking of cutting this one up for a few cabs, but maybe I should just do a face polish because that's actually not a bad display piece right there. It's got good UV. Yeah, maybe we'll just do a face polish on that. In fact, where is it? Right back here. You can see some faces on the ruby too. Woo, look at that one. That's a big ruby. That's a big old ruby in that one. Yeah, you tell me, Slim. You want it face polished? Because right now it's a nice smooth. It's not, you know, there's not really saw marks. But it was only, I think, polished to like a 400 something grit. With his saw cuts really slow, so it kind of leaves it at a bit of a, like you don't need as much work to actually polish them. If you want me to face polish it, we can do that. Work a little something out. Oh wait, I was holding it this way. Cut one side next to thumb. Hey, Travis. As base and face polish it to stand. Oh yeah, like this. So it's like that. That's not a bad idea. Just stand like that. The problem is look how skinny that is. To get a good stand, you're gonna have to take it all the way up to like here. And that'll take that bottom ruby off. But then you still got this big hanging on the back that might make it the weight fall backwards. So as nice as an idea that is, that might not work out on this piece. Yeah, you'd have to cut it all the way up to like here. You wouldn't have to go all the way to the middle of the thick part. You could probably get away like right about here. Right through that ruby. Right there. And then those bottom two rubies would be cut off. So you'd cut right there. Right between those two rubies. Lose the bottom two. But then the top would stand. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a bad idea, Slim. I mean, that it also isn't bad on its side. Oh, yeah, actually, no, and my mom makes a great point. Could slab some off the back, but then we'd cut into that big ruby, and that's what you don't want to do. Because whoever were to have this piece would probably want to show off that big ruby and not cut it off. I sure wouldn't want to hurt that ruby. That one's got to stay. It's just the biggest one in there. So yeah, we got up to about 30 on those Dugway geodes. So it's not extreme, but it's double our background radiation here. And when I put it on the big bin at his house, it went all the way up to about 70 something. Yeah, I guess if like cut it straight down there, like cut it right there, or I guess cut it in the thickest part, like straight down there, it could be two that stand. Cut it so it's right between those two, and then this side will be really good full of rubies, and that side will just have 3 rubies. Yeah, there's honestly so many possibilities with that one, so many options. Now here is some of that root beer. If anyone has watched my channel in the past, you've seen me work some of this. I've got some slabs of this at home for sale. We've got some that are slabbed up for $15 each, or this one would be about 25 or 30 bucks for this one piece of root beer. About a $30 display piece right there. You want it, Wildheart? Was that supposed to be sparkles or smarkles? What are schmarkles? It's like petrified waves up top. If you look at it, it actually looks like waves. Okay, cool. We'll put that in the wild pile. We'll call it the wild pile. Yeah, so this one, Let me adjust my camera just a touch. This one, I'm excited to slab up. So it's huge, it's thick. It is broken down the middle. I think it's gonna fall apart if we put it on the saw, so I might tap it and break it along that seam and then try and get some slabs. But honestly, look at the flow in that. It's got some wood grain in some spots. It's beautiful. It's got chalcedony banding in there. So we might sell some slabs of it and some cabs, but this one will make us a good 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 or so cabs, approximately. Or slabs. We should probably get between 10 and 15 slabs out of here, depending on which saw we use. And then it'll be, yeah, beautimous. Well, now my phone's cooled down a bit. Let me grab something else and we'll just stay inside for a bit. So, I had mentioned that we're going to do boxes of tumbling material. So, each box, haven't quite decided. I was debating prices, but I think I said $25. We'll just fill a small flat rate box with this stuff. I won't sort through it. All I will do is grab it and fill a small flat rate with random stuff out of here. Now let me show you what's in that. Allison, I hope you're still here, because this is what I wanted to show you that was similar to the material you were just holding. A bunch of these jaspers get that same skin I was telling you about. Perfect. Where is it? Like this. Oh, not quite. Hold on. Oh, none of those are the best example. Oh, you were holding one, and I was like, oh, that looks like a bunch of them I have. Here, this one. There it is. So you had a bunch that looked kind of like this type of skin on the outside. The ones we get when you break them open, some are chert inside, and some are agate. Some of them have amazing fossils. Some of them, like this one, it's got a crinoid in there. That's a cavity from a crinoid stem. Let's see, I'm looking for fossils in some of these. More chert. Yes and no, Wild Heart. A bunch of these actually take some really nice polishes. This is a very solid type of chert. It doesn't really crumble much. Some of it's closer to agate than chert. Yeah, I knew what you meant. That one, those are all crinoids. It's hard to see and really tell, but there. See all those little crinoid segments? Actually, if we turn the light on, I think we can see. Oh, what the heck? They took my light away? Huh. I don't know how to turn my light on. That's weird. No UV in that one. Oh, Jeff. Yeah, you missed a ton. Well, what you also missed was my phone overheated, so we had to come inside. My phone got really hot, and we had to... I actually lost the stream for a minute, and I had to go put my phone in the freezer to get it to cool down. So let's look at... Here we've got what I call fingerprint jaspers, because they get these wild lines, and in some of the stones, they end up looking... Whoopsies. Sorry about that. Some of them end up looking like fingerprints, but not all of them. Oh, here we go, this one. Wild patterns on them. These ones actually tumble pretty well. Oh, this one's got like a ring on top. That might be a fossil. Is that a crinoid? That might be a big, thick crinoid stem. Yeah, there's a little one down there. Oh, there's an agatized one right there. Oh yeah, there's agatized fossils in this one. And then a big ring there. I think that's a big crinoid ring or something. Yeah, Angie, great surprises in these. Some would reveal multicolored chalcedony. Some are carnelian. Some are actually blue. Some have some kind of yellows and reds. Some are kind of smoky. There's such a wide variation in these. This one actually might be a coral marble. Looks like a little piece of coral. There's some definite pretty colors in all this stuff. It's all just chert and jasper and agate. This is all off my dad's property, and this is only about half of what I have. I just put some in the colander to show y'all. So we've got about twice as much of this to go in small flat rate boxes and ship out. Yes, Travis. All of these I've been shown for the last 5 minutes is the stuff I left in Utah here. But a bunch of this other stuff, like the Dugway geodes, and then all that rough I just showed, all of this out here is actually new stuff from a very awesome man out here in Utah. He's been a rock hound for decades. And he has just found so many amazing things. He's got all sorts of claims. We had this opalized petrified wood, got old stock. This is from the petrified forest in southern Utah that is now protected and you can't collect from. But this is back when people used to collect there. Some of that ancient petrified forest wood right there. Yes, those are $40 and $30 for those pieces because of what they are and they're so rare. Yeah, all this stuff, Indian blanket jasper. The Indian blanket might be my favorite. Zebra jasper. Yeah, all of this is just from a new connection in Utah. And I'm going to work with him. So we're going to be working together and we're going to do a bunch of live sales where I sell stuff that he provides me. Oh, sorry, hold on. Thing's at a bad angle here. Oh, shoot. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be working together where he's going to send me spheres. He's going to send me pieces like this, you know. He finds this on one of his claims. I actually had no idea there was ruby in Utah. A few of these things, you know, he's told me I cannot tell people where they're even from other than Utah. So there are a few items here that all I'm allowed to say is Utah, simply because of the fact that people don't know that some of these things exist in Utah and have not been registered anywhere ever. There's a few pieces of agate and opal and some other materials that literally have just never been talked about. No rockhound has ever heard of them coming out of Utah. And so there's some things I just won't really say much about, like where it actually came from. So yeah, Utah, the other Montana. Like, I mean, I had no idea you could find spectrolite. Like, what? I've looked and looked. There's no records of spectrolite in Utah that I found. So, yeah, he's got some goodies, especially that sphere. I don't know if you saw this, Travis. He makes spheres, and we're going to be selling spheres. Gems. It's very similar to labradorite, but it's actually spectrolite. Check it out. If you look at the color dispersion in it, it's spectrolite. Same family as labradorite. It's the same type of stone. It's still a feldspar, but spectrolite has a slightly different effect than labradorite. Oh, is it? If it's country specific, I don't know. That's again another one of those things where, like, I was told it's just not something people really know you find in Utah. Like this one that Lil Moon claimed, black opalized bits in the petrified wood. I don't know where I set that bigger one. Okay, put that back in her pile. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited, especially for this blanket jasper stuff. I can't wait to start working a lot more. Okay, so it's country specific. Okay, so then I guess it's spectrolite, but not. I'm used to my camera being on that side. I flipped my phone the wrong way, so I'm like, instead of looking right at you guys at the lens, I keep looking at the other side where it's nothing. Okay, well, I had no idea it was supposed to be country specific, but Yeah, they're calling it spectrolite, so I'm gonna just say it's something in that same family then. But yeah, anyone have any requests, want to see anything, have any questions before I end up wrapping it up? We don't have to go now, but I don't know. We'll hang out for a little bit. I'm not doing much of anything. I've got three hours till I go see my aunt. So I'll leave in about 2 hours to drive down and go see her. And Mom, yeah, if you're here listening, I'm going down to see Kathy soon here. It came from No Tell Creek. Angie, if you were talking about the sphere, yes, that's calcite. Yes, Jeff, he's actually the zebra jasper. This stuff, he actually has some amazing spheres of. I think I show some of them in tomorrow's video. I was out there filming for a while this morning, and he showed me his sphere room, his, he's just got so much stuff. You'll all have to see in the video. He's, you know, long-time rock hound, been doing it for decades, and he's just got quite the amazing collection. Only in Finland. Okay, well, then we'll call this, let's make up a name. Utah Fairy Light. I'll double check with him because as far as I'm aware, he said this also came from Utah, but there's a chance he got this actually from Finland. But he doesn't really buy rocks. He collects rocks. And even in his massive rock collection, oh yeah, one of the other things was, crazy lace. What I've always told people was Mexican crazy lace apparently is very prevalent in southern Utah, and he had massive stones. I mean, he had a whole bin of like a few 100 pounds of Utah crazy lace, and it looks identical to the Mexican crazy lace. So now I kind of wonder how many times in the past I've misidentified crazy lace and just assumed it was Mexican, but actually wasn't. Set y'all down so I can actually scroll and read chat here. Oh, got a sphere in the camera a little bit. Yeah, I didn't actually grab any crazy lace to show y'all. Did I? No, okay. I didn't get any crazy lace from him. Like I said, he's got way too many rocks. We just grabbed a little sampling he gave me to show off a handful of different things to y'all. So kind of give an idea of some, but not all of the materials. The video tomorrow will show a lot more of everything he has available, and I think it'll be somewhat similar to like what Kyle's doing right now. You know, he has someone sending him rocks that he sells on his lives, and I think we're trying to work out something like that too, where he's gonna make the spheres and the really cool stands for the spheres and all that, and just have all sorts of rough slabs and material he sends me from his private claims, and then I'll sell some for him and keep what I like. Keep the ones I like and sell the ones I also like, but maybe like a little less. So yeah, it's pretty exciting to make connections like this. I told him, you know, it was very uplifting for my trip here to be such a downer, for why we're out here, you know, for the family issues and stuff. But anyway, like, it really brightened up my day and brightened up my trip to get to go see him and play with all his rocks for a while. It was amazing to sit and just like experience all these new stones I've never even seen before. Like that Indian blanket jasper, totally new to me. I've never, I mean, we're gonna show this one more time that Jeff got because, and the one that Wildheart got, because they're just so amazing. Look at those. Have you ever seen anything like this? Beautiful. So yeah, anyway, it's insane. I just never seen materials like that before. That, you know, I didn't assume were like man-made. Maybe I've seen something like that around before and just been like, oh, that must be man-made. Red barrel. Oh, yes. Red barrel. I don't think he had any. I'm trying to remember. He had such a big wall full of bins, like so many labeled bins. Everything was in its proper bin. He did turn me on to something though, and that is blue lace agate that looks just like the, is it Botswana that has the blue lace? You know, there's the very famous blue lace agate. I've actually got a piece at home I showed last week that I was working on, and I've worked a few pieces in the recent past. But there was some just discovered out here in Utah, and no one knows about that. I probably shouldn't have even said that. That was one he told me not to tell anyone the area it came from. I think I can just say it came from Utah and that's it. But it is a blue lace that looks exactly like the traditional blue lace we're all used to seeing. And he finds just a little bit of it in a secret place out here in Utah, and it just absolutely blew my mind. You guys will not believe it. He made a few planets out of it, the spheres, which will be on tomorrow's video, and I'll definitely show slabs and spheres of that blue lace, and it's otherworldly. I had no idea you could find that in Utah. Oh, what's going on? I can't see that message. For some reason, it's not showing me. If one of my mods can read that message that was just blocked and approve it if it's not bad. Oh, what's going on here? Huh, okay. Well, I don't know what happened. It's not letting me view the message. Yeah, it's airing out. Okay, my YouTube's getting all weird. I'm trying to view that message that was blocked, and it says another moderator is handled now. So, I don't know. What did it... Was it something bad? Was it a spammer? Okay. Oh, it was Wildheart that was blocked. Hold on. Yeah, my screen's airing out. Hold on, I know how to fix it. I took a screenshot to show you guys in Discord. I have to switch to live chat, or back to top chat, then back to live chat. Boom, it's gone. Okay. It was the hearts. The hearts got blocked, and now it shows me. Yeah, YouTube has now started to decide that spamming any three or more emojis is now spam and will get blocked. You can put 2 emojis, but then you put a 3rd one and like, boop, you're blocked. Hey, we missed one. Look at this. Missed that one there. That was in the bottom of the bucket. That. Some gorgeous jaspery agate. Nice little mix. Red, yellow, blue. That's gonna make a beautiful cab. Is that bottom cracked all the way through? Hopefully not. Yeah, Angie, the YouTube auto mod has become a real pain in the butt. They're getting on my nerves a little bit. There's some moss in there too. Oh my gosh, mossy jasper agate. Do you want it cabbed up, Jeff? I'll go with Jeff's pile. Oops. Jeff's Rattler rolled over to Wildheart's pile. And that Tiffany stone. Yes, you saw an e-cigarette. Please ignore that. I'm being bad while I'm on vacation. I was stressed. I was stupid and picked up an e-cigarette. I shouldn't have. I'm mad at myself, but shh, it didn't happen. Yeah, you wanted it cabbed though, right? Did you want me to actually cab the blue marble for you first? Oopsies. Oh, Gems of Hope, you want this? You want the golden tiger iron? Okay, Wildheart, yeah, I can cab one and send them both to you. Gems of Hope, this one's $12. $12. Plus shipping, and just a small envelope should be not much, maybe about $5. I don't have my normal little setup here with me where I show my payment info. So if you're not already aware, you can look me up on PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, it's all just Rufotris, Rufotris, and it will have my channel symbol just like it does here. You got your shirt? Nice. Oh, I thought you said, saw the shirt. Yeah, got my Grand Canyon shirt on. Nice. I'm glad you like your shirt, and you saw the little extra goodies I threw in there. There was the cabs you bought, and I don't remember what it was now, but I threw like 2 or 3 extra little pieces in there, I think. Yeah, Angie, for a tiger iron, the red is extremely vivid. I haven't seen a lot that's that crazy red, and the way the gold just pops in it, it's insane. Yes, gems. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, and we'll do, you know, another proper live either this evening or tomorrow. If it's this evening, it's going to be 8 or 9 hours from now. So it'd be really late this evening if I do it. Otherwise, plan on tomorrow afternoon. I'll make a post beforehand and stuff, and actually set everything up, get prices on slabs, get prices on pieces, and I will get a bunch of boxes and flat rate boxes ready to put all that tumbling material and fossils in. And then we'll have a nice little proper live sale set up tomorrow where also, you know, I might even, I don't know, if anyone's interested in just the little box of tumbles from my mom, this was the box of Utah tumbles that came from my mom, so. And that's when I had that beautiful, there's that blue mossy agate in there and other stuff, so. I don't know what I would want for this. And some pretty beautiful tumbles, but it'll be pretty cheap, so. Yeah, otherwise, I'm trying to think. What else do we want to talk about? You would love the box? Okay. Well, we can also chat too and work some things out and some deals, because you all know the more you buy, the more I love to give you deals. And you're a Patreon member, so you already, I think, are you the high enough level to get a discount? I don't remember. I think the $10 level might not get a discount on my sales, but every level above that gets a discount on all live sales. But also the more you buy, you just get a discount anyway, so you know I'll always hook you up and take care of you. You guys help me, you take care of me, and I do the same back, so. Aside from wanting to cut this one before I send it to you, we'll have to figure something out because it just doesn't stand very well. Let me show you, like, it wobbles. See how it, very wobbly. Either side you set it on, it just wobbles. So I kind of want to cut the bottom off and make it nice and flat. Angie, that's a limb cast. That is petrified wood. One big chunk of petrified wood. A very perfect limb cast. The question is, what kind of wood? Because I don't know. But it's got some very beautiful textures to it. At first I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, is that bone? But no, it's just got a wild texture. After cut, you still want it. Okay, you do want it cut, yeah. Hey, Jackie, we were just showing off a bunch of goodies. I just stocked up for sale. We went through and we're showing everything from Dugway geodes to zebra jasper, blue marble, snowflake obsidian. Oops, that one's Jeff's. Jeff, you claimed that, right? Whoopsies. We're just dropping slabs here. Jeff, you wanted that big snowflake obsidian, right? I think you did. I'm gonna set it here just in case you do. But I think I forgot to set that to the side after you said you would like it. Got a ruby. So the zebra, yeah, the only thing is I've only got this big piece at the moment. So if you want me to slice some cabs or slabs for you, that we can do. But if you want the whole piece, we can do that too. Because there's plenty more where that came from. We have the septarian nodule here. I think Jeff also said something about wanting that, but I don't know if he wants it slabbed or cut in half first. I'm not sure. You know, thinking about it, I just don't know if I can. It might be small enough I can get it on the saw. The only thing is I'd be worried that as I'm getting on the saw, I'm going to have to turn it to be able to get a full cut. Because our big saws are still out of commission at the club. for another couple weeks. But I am trying to, I think I'll be there next weekend. Not this upcoming weekend, but obviously the following weekend I'll be there and try and clean up the big saws so we can get those using again. Let me read that. Yes, please, says Jeff. As in on the septarian. Yeah, so wait. Oops, I didn't mean to flip it yet. So, then let me ask you, Jeff. Do you just want the whole thing? Not cut, as is? Yeah, no worries, Jeff. You BRB. That'll just be set to the side and we'll chat about it later. But until then, let me show everyone what I just noticed on here. I don't think I noticed before. This septarian nodule has a fossil. Do you see that? Looks like a little ortho, or what are they called? Perfect, you got it, Jeff. Yeah, it's got a little fossil in there. That's really cool. Oh my gosh, that's a shell. Right next to it. That's a snail shell. Look at it. That's the back. A shell and an orthoceras. Thank you, orthoceras. Yes. I was right on the edge. Tip of my tongue there. Wow. A snail shell and an orthoceras in a septarian. You know what that means, Jeff? This could have a fossil inside, man. This could be like an ammonite. And for a fact, from this claim, where these have come from, they have pulled out ammonites. They have ammonite septarian nodules from this location. So there's actually a chance that if you crack this open, there could be an ammonite inside. No sort of guarantee, but it's fully possible. That's really cool, man. Yeah, not a problem. That'll be set to the side for Jeff as well. Break it open, yeah. I would love to see if Jeff breaks it. He claimed it, so I'm not gonna break it, because he said as is. Jackie, the only thing is it looks, I have a bunch of the freshwater and inland sea snail shells from Utah, and it does look a lot like those snail shells. It has an opening. It's hard to show on camera. But it's a bit of a spiral, low end there, wraps up this way, and then that's the opening right there. That's the opening into the shell. But it's a little hard to see the way it's kind of spiraled up. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that could have a fossil in it, Jeff. That could be pretty amazing, man. If you get a 5-pound sledge and just tap around it, you just keep tapping just right around. Just keep tap, 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 tap with that hammer until it pops open, and you may or may not have something like an ammonite in there. Wouldn't that be wild? I've got my rock hammer right here, so I'm just like, it's like a small part of me just wants to. Fossil-filled geode, yeah. Actually, so speaking of, one of the Dugway ones, I totally forgot, has a fossil on it too, which I didn't really know you got in the Dugway geodes, but one of them had a fossil here. Might be one I took inside already, but more fossil. Yeah, if I can find consistently a bunch of fossil-filled geodes, I would be back in that spot guaranteed, no doubt. Yeah. Oh, this one. Ooh, this is okay. So this one looks like nothing. It looks like a piece of just quartz with tourmaline in it. Well, let's go inside, because this one I have to show you in the UV. So we want to find some more of this. He doesn't have very much, but it looks like euperlite. It's got tourmaline in it. He's actually not sure what it was. He just found it with his black light. But it looks like euperlite. No, no, Angie, it's Utah. This is Utah unknown mystery material. It actually looks like quartz. And it's got tourmaline right there. Ooh, look at that glow. Is that purple glow next to the orange? What? What in the what? I didn't notice that before. That's wild. Oh my gosh. You know, sodalite and granite, it could be possible. Utah's got some wild rocks as we've seen. The mixtures here are just not... Oh, actually, here's another one I didn't show. Okay, so here was some of that Wonderstone. I only briefly showed it for a moment. We're gonna take some slices out of that. Yeah, no, Angie, I mean, it looks like Youper, but I mean, technically the guy says it can't be called a Youper unless, you know, he finds it on Lake Michigan or whatever. But, so we'll call it a Utah light. Uter light. Sounds like, yeah. But this one, let me show you this. Because, actually, let me show you dry. Can anyone guess what this is? You can see the banding, you can see it dry. Those are kind of pyrite copper nodules. Let me get it wet, and then it'll be probably pretty obvious what it is. Yeah, like Jackie said, if it's not from the Upper Peninsula, that guy will sue you. Eric, I think his name's Eric. He'll come after you and try and sue you if you call it a Uperlite. Maybe his name's not Eric. I forget. I just, for some reason, feel like that's it. Okay, so this one is not from the same guy. This is one that my mom got from the rock show. And it's obsidian with like copper pyrite growth nodules in it. It's like some sort of golden snowflake obsidian. So imagine snowflake obsidian, but it has these nodules in it that are like a golden pyrite spherical nodules. Peanut obsidian. So yeah, I'm thinking we might get a whole bunch of cabs out of this one because it's ready to slab up like this. Yeah. Wild Heart, would you like a cab from it or just like the whole thing? Yeah, you want a few slabs? I can do that. Yeah, when I cut that one up, we'll make sure to get you a few slabs. At this point, I'm gonna need to go get something to take notes. I've got a little pile for you, but okay, so you're gonna want some of the blue marble. One you want a cab, one I'm gonna cab. I'll give you some slabs off of this one. I know, Jackie, I was kidding. Oh, it was mostly a joke. A lot of people complain about, they're all like, don't call it a Uperlite, he'll sue you. But I know that's like a one-off thing. Copper snowflake obsidian, Angie says, yeah. Oh, another one got blocked that said badass, if someone can allow that comment. Looks maybe someone already did. Why is it doing this? We might just have to go ahead and okay, now it's not letting me change or set mods either. Cool, okay. We're just gonna have to handle this later. I'm clicking on names and it's not letting me add mods, and my chat's being really weird. Oh, I didn't know that, Jackie. Well, then I'll not make a joke of it anymore and not ever like bring it up again, because I don't want that on anyone, and that's not something I want on anyone in the rock counting community, especially if he's a decent guy. Jeff, I have 4 pieces of the blue marble, but we can get more. He has, I mean, a lot of it. So Wildheart claimed these 2 for cabs, but these 2 are still available, which is the slab. Ooh, look at the light coming through it. The light comes through it, it looks like agate. Woo! Woo, that's pretty. And then that one's got the blue lines in it. It is a wedge piece. It's thick on one end and thin on the other. But, oh, hold on. Yeah, no, that's a good name, and for sure, I like Angie's name for that. And yes, Allison, it's crazy how similar some of the rocks are. I mean, even when I go to New York, I find some very interesting stuff. I mean, is it purple to you? Did I mix them up? Did I grab the sodalite and not the blue marble? He had them sitting next to each other, and he's like, I think this is the blue marble. But there's no reaction like there is with all the sodalite. He had a pile of sodalite there, which just glows like crazy. I'm gonna have to double check these. Yeah, let me double check on those before I sell them to you guys, because unless you don't care whether or not it's sodalite or marble, but it's very, very solid like marble. Sounds glassy like marble. Yeah, no, if you want it either way, then yeah, we're good. And I can go grab more of this. I mean, I am getting more. He's going to ship me a box of some of this too. So, yeah, Wild Heart. I'm going to let Jeff get a chance to claim some of them, because you said you want these two. I was going to cab one for you, and then the other one you'll cab. Or did you only want the big slab? Because I want to let Jeff get some too if he wants some. He also wanted some. But I can also contact this guy again, and we will definitely get more. Yeah, he has, I mean, large slabs of it. And I'm saying, like, when I say large, I mean, like, seriously, like, he has big rough chunks that are like 5 pounds each, and making just big slabs out of them. So there's plenty of that material to go around. I will get more from him, since people seem to definitely be interested in it. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Let me grab, my light is outside. I just shut the door. Huh. Woo! Whoa! Holy cow! Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is what he said is Utah marble. But I'm almost feeling like it's just a purple chalcedony. Jeez. Put a backlight on that for your display. Yeah, no worries, Wild Heart. I'll get you that one then. So don't mind the brightness for just a sec. Gonna be a little bright while I mess with these. Yeah, even on the big one it comes through. Yeah, that's so purple to me too. No, Jackie, that definitely looks purple. Honestly, just when he said blue marble, I just went with it. Trying to play Counter-Strike at the same time. Hey man, as long as you're not doing surfing maps. Imagine trying to do some surfing maps on Counter-Strike while you're doing this. Did you ever do surfing, Slim? Sorry, guys, I know it's bright for just a second there. Yeah, pretty. Okay, so yeah, this one will go to Wild Heart. Yeah, so that was those two that showed really through well. Wild Heart, the big slab and the little one. Kind of bluish and purple, yeah. Scouts and knives. Oh yeah, I used to do that a lot too. Gun games, scouts and knives, and surfing maps. I love surfing. I feel like we should just leave that right here for the rest of the stream, yeah? That's just, whew. Almost has a pink hue to it up top, the way the light's hitting it. Maybe gems, because when you're looking at it out in the sunlight, like, let's take it out and look in the sunlight and tell me if it still looks purple on the face. Yeah, it still kind of looks purple, doesn't it? It still looks like soda light. But it's not, it's sharp. It cut me. It cut me! It's like a sharp. Yeah, go request some samples for sure. Yeah, nap it into a knife. Yeah, it's definitely sturdy enough. It seems dense enough. I mean, it's sharp enough, it just cut me. So I think you could easily nap it into a blade. Yeah, no worries, Gems. I will actually, so he just left town today. I went to his house this morning and we filmed an episode. Like I said, we'll be out tomorrow or the next day for my channel. And then he left town today and he will not be back until I am actually leaving Utah. So I'll send him a little text or call him and we'll chat, and I'll definitely be sure to get more of this material because so far today it kind of seems to be everyone's favorite. All of a sudden was this purple, if not the blanket jasper. I know a lot of people liked that as well. Hello, Mia. So I can't type in chat, but if someone can say hi to Mia for me, just in case she doesn't have captions on. Oh, that's right, my live streams don't have captions. Well, hello, Mia. Hi, hope you're well. And thank you. I appreciate that, Angie, because I don't have my laptop here today. I cannot type. YouTube has taken away our ability to type on mobile live. I cannot click on the chat and type anything. It is the silliest thing, and I don't know why they ever took that away from us. Like, why should we not be able to say hello and type to everyone? Thank you, everyone jumped on that. Yeah, I think that might about wrap it up for today. For now, at least. Like I said, we may or may not go live again tonight. I'm going to go pack a bunch of these up into the small flat rates. I'm going to get a couple of these packed up for Tyler because I got him some Dugway geodes. And yeah, we're going to just come back. Oh, Slim. So it's a little complicated. She can explain it to you, but she's not 100% deaf. So if she puts her headphones in, she can hear little bits of what we say. But yeah. Very, very mostly super hard of hearing. Legally deaf, but not 100% deaf. So if she puts her headphones in, she can hear a bit of what we're saying and stuff. As long as we talk loud and clearly, she can understand us. And I always try and do better. When Mia is in my live and I know she's here, I always try and speak a little more clearly and loudly just so that I know she can hear me. That's that one I sliced up today. Unknown agate. Unnamed agate. It's known where it comes from. There's just not. Yeah, not a name that I have for it. It's more that purple, red stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Let's show a few more little goodies here. Enjoy some of these. Oh yeah, okay. Look at that. That's probably one of my favorites of the Dugway ones. It's got a chalcedony flower, is what I call those. You get a chalcedony rose and get like kind of flower petals. Yeah, exactly, Angie. I think I'm going to have to get a lot more of that purple stuff. Yeah. This is what's really cool. I'm sure everyone knows of aragonite crystals. You know, they're the kind of hexagonal flat top crystals. They don't come to a point, but they're like little hexagons. This is the host rock under it. This is the aragonite without crystals. And he's, in all his time there, he's only ever found a couple pieces of the crystals. But this stuff makes great slabs, great cabs, great planets. The spheres of this are awesome. It's got that natural glossiness to it. That's not anything added to it. That's not a lacquer or shellac. That's just the natural glassiness of the aragonite. Yeah, Wild Heart. This one's gonna get slabbed up for sure. This one I think I'm gonna clamp. Well, we might have to cut a flat edge off this way so that I have two flat edges to clamp it in or something, but yeah, we're gonna clamp that one up and definitely slab it up just like this. This is not the same material. This is the root beer. That's the root beer frothy top. Yeah. Gems of Hope will want to slab too. Cool. Oh yeah, and this one, I'm not sure. Oh, actually this one too. This is the bacon opal. We're gonna slab this one up because it looks beautiful in little slabs of bacon, and when it's polished, the color really pops. And then this one was the, I showed nearly in the beginning, not everyone saw it, but it is a big chunk of hydrothermal calcite. So it's very dense, very solid, very cabbable. You can actually get good cabs out of this. And there you can see some of the yellowy, orangish kind of calcite, and then it's got the white on top. And then actually right by it, same claim, same area, can get this calcite, and it's just very white and colorless. I flew to Utah. Yeah, I took a plane. I brought a suitcase that was half empty. Aragonite, 3 different ways between the two of us. It's worse pronunciation than botryoidal. Yeah, botryoidal. So, I'm gonna go inside for a sec. So, yeah, we've got botryoidal and botryoidal. We've got, oh, what's the other one? Oh, I forgot. I mean, some people say aragonite, or aragonite. I feel like I heard one person say like aragonite or something once. But aragonite, or aragonite. It's like kind of an O or an A sound in there. Right, Angie? Yeah, I'm just gonna like have a 5-gallon bucket and be like, hey, do you guys mind checking this under the plane for me? I know it's just a bucket full of rocks, but is that okay? Argonite. That's the other one I said. Yes, argonite. Argonite. So the guy who I got it from, he says it that way. He says argonite. And I was like, oh, I've always heard of aragonite. He's like, yeah, I have too. I don't know which one it is. And I say both, so kind of just, we both left it at that. It's like, yeah, aragonite or argonite, one of them. Okay, yeah, no worries, Gems. Yeah, all those slabbable pieces, once I get home and we slab a bunch up, they'll be great display pieces or ones to work for cabs or anything. Wild Heart. Oh, you want the white calcite? That one that I said for like $5, just a like chunk of the